Hello.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm well. How have you been since the last time we met?
Feeling about the same. Been able to think more about it,
Okay.
but still not, still suffering from anxiety and depression, and haven't cut back on my drinking. I probably should, but I haven't.
So you had more time to reflect on these things?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Well, today we're just going to go over a little bit of goal setting as well as to do a review on what we talked about last time and just to get us started on a nice new path today.
Yeah, sounds good.
And last time we met, we discussed how you were having anxiety and how you were feeling depressed, and we were talking about your drinking problems and how it's been affecting your relationship today.
Mhm.
So, how's your relationship been since you've been trying to cut back in drinking, and are you guys doing a little better there?
Um, Doing about the same. He's happy that I'm seeing someone and
Mhm.
getting help, but he's still not happy that I'm drinking.
Mhm.
Still thinks it's too much, but he's been very supportive, especially when it comes to me meeting up with you and
Mhm.
talking with people about it.
Okay. And as far as your depression and your anxiety, since you've been like cutting back on the drinks, I know it's probably not been a lot, but have you seen any changes so far, or do you feel a little bit better about yourself, or how do you feel?
It's been more sporadic, I would say.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm doing fine, and then it'll hit me out of nowhere, and
Yeah.
that's usually when I don't know how to respond. I'll get really depressed or anxious, and then I'll start drinking.
Okay.
Um, I can't see a pattern. It just comes and goes.
Mhm. Okay. So I feel here that the goals that we want to try to set today should revolve around decreasing the number of drinks that you do, and we're going to try to see if we can replace your drinking habit with something else that gives you the same feeling and that's less toxic in a way.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start off with your drinking. Do you feel that you have a problem with drinking, or when do you feel yourself drinking the most?
I've been drinking for a long time, ever since I was a teenager.
Mhm.
So I feel like I've been able to function fine with it.
Mhm.
I feel like it's just recently that it's starting to bug people, so I don't really know why
Yeah.
so many people are freaking out about it. So I wouldn't say I have a problem, but I do drink.
Mhm. And when you say that you started to drink, what type of environment were you in? Or were you going through any problems during that time, or what was going on in your life during that?
Started drinking at around 13,
Mhm.
or around that area. And see what was going on. That was when I had come out to my family,
Okay.
and they did not take it the best.
Mm. So you felt alone. Is that when your depression started to come about, or that's when you started to feel a change in yourself?
It definitely added to it. I
Mhm.
feel like I was anxious beforehand, but that definitely was a big factor in my anxiety and my depression.
Okay. And how have you felt about yourself in the past week that brought up these same memories from the past? What sparked a new trigger in your life today that makes you start back drinking?
I guess when I think about whether or not people do accept me for who I am,
Yeah.
I feel like there's times when I question people's loyalty or whether they actually care.
Mhm.
Um, but I feel like I've been feeling that since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's kind of when I tend to maybe drink a little bit more than I usually do.
And did you have anyone to talk to back then when you were first coming out, or did anyone know about your secret, or was it just something that you kept inside?
Kept it to myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is that why it's kind of hard because you felt like you had no one to speak about it to, and something that's just been inside, you haven't really been able to talk about it?
Yeah, there was definitely a build up, and I didn't
Mhm.
really know how to let it out. and didn't trust anybody.
Is that why you would say that you would drink to just cope with your self?
I'd say I definitely use it as a coping mechanism. I feel like it's something that I know will temporarily help,
Mhm.
so that's why I tend to go to it.
Okay. And how would you say that you feel when you drink? How does drinking make you feel? Does it make you feel calm, or does it lighten your mood in a sense? How
I
do
feel
you
like it
feel?
gets my mind off the topic.
Mhm.
Um, it's easier for me to have fun, easier
Okay.
for me to enjoy whatever environment I'm in.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna switch this a little lighter. So, what type of activities do you like to do throughout the day, or what do you do when you're not working or when you're not at home? What makes you happy?
I really like to exercise, but I feel like I don't have the time to.
Okay.
Um, or feel like when I'm exercising, there's work I could be doing,
Yeah.
or there's, you know, people I could be seeing or doing or hanging out with friends. But I really do enjoy exercising.
Okay. So would you say that exercising can be something that you can do when you're stressed out? You can just go and put your headphones in and you can just exercise to relieve some stress?
I feel like I could, but I don't know where that time's gonna come from.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be realistic,
Mhm.
but I think possibly could be something that might help.
So how would you say that your day goes about? Do you have a busy day or do you have a busy schedule, or what does a day in your life look like?
Um, I usually wake up and I go to work.
Mhm.
Um, I'll get an hour lunch break. Um, and then I'll finish up the work day. That's when I come back and I'll usually have some more work that I have to finish at home.
Mhm.
Um, and then I'm usually the one that cooks, so I cook for me and my boyfriend, and then after that, I guess I could exercise after that, but it's usually dark at that time and it's
Yeah.
harder to get motivated, but I feel like maybe that could be a time when I could exercise.
Okay. Well, that's not a problem. And what are some things that you feel that you want to work on, or do you have any issues that you've seen relevant today, or what are some things that you and your boyfriend argue about? Does he tell you some things that he doesn't think is normal to you, or does he say anything is changing?
He says I'm not as caring or happy when I start to drink as much as I do.
Okay.
Um, Also says that he wants to see me happy,
Mhm.
um, which is partially why I'm here. Um, so I feel like that's something I want to work on is making him happy as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. And how did you feel when he makes these type of remarks towards you? Do you feel that the drinking makes you a little less inviting or a little less welcoming, or how do you feel that you how do you feel about that? You said I remember last time you said that you take about 2 to 3 to 6 drinks per time you drink, and you drink about 2 to 3 times a week. So does that measure out to get you intoxicated, or are you immune to this since you've been drinking for so long? Or?
It usually does get me intoxicated enough for me to be more lighthearted. I personally think it makes me more fun to be around, but
Yeah.
he thinks different.
Okay.
Um, which, in that case, makes me feel bad because I don't want to be uninviting. I
Yeah.
don't think it does make me uninviting, but apparently to him it does. Yeah, I'm not sure.
So what are the things that you want to work on? What do you believe you came here for today? What are some goals that you want to set, and what do you hope to accomplish through our session?
Um, I guess to find out a way to be able to drink, but in a way that doesn't hurt people around me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to give it up, but I don't want to do it in a way that hurts people.
Okay.
So I guess to figure out how I can keep both things.
Okay. And that's totally understandable. And do you guys have any other problems other than just you guys arguing about your drinking problems throughout you and your boyfriend?
No, I feel like this is the biggest one. I mean, we have the every couple problems.
Okay.
but I would say this is the one that has the most conflict
Okay.
attached to it.
Well, we have a couple different things going on here. You say sometimes you're depressed and your anxiety gets the best of you, and that's because of you're still thinking about your family and not accepting you and things of that sort. And then we have the drinking problems going on. So my best guess is that it will be better for us to handle these situations separately. So do you feel that your drinking problem is something that you want to handle first, or is your anxiety getting the best of you now, or how does
I would say the anxiety,
motivation look?
probably, because I usually don't drink until after the anxiety starts hitting. So I'd say that is probably
And
I'd want to address first.
okay. And do you hope to get a relationship with your family, or you think that's something that's possible, or when was the last time that you spoke with your family about this?
I spoke to them once every couple months, just a quick how you doing, but I try not to think about it, so I don't really know if I want to or not.
Okay. So how do you what we can do is, first off, we can start by just trying to get you some you time, just exploring yourself, just be able to um, understand what you want. And once we figure out what you want, we can then go on to see if you want to go back into talking about getting your family back, because I think that's probably a big thing that's causing you anxiety, just not being able to be around your family, especially since the holidays is coming up and things of that sort. So we can try to figure that out, and then we can go into once that's handled, your drinking problem should probably reduce, and you should probably be okay with that. Is that
Okay,
something
that
that
sounds
sounds
good.
good? Okay. So next meeting we can discuss possible ways to get you in tune with yourself. I would say from this, after this session, you should probably take more time out your day to just focus on you. Because I understand that you say you work, you come home, you clean, you cook, and you have a lot of stress going on with you. So I think we should find some time for you to be able to go out and just relax. Probably just do something that makes you happy, meditate, go out with your friends, probably go to the movies, just be able to do more fun activities so that it's just not work, work, work. And that's gonna reduce your stress levels in a sense. And then next session we can come back and discuss what things you did that made you feel a little better, and we can go from there. Does that
Okay,
sound good to
that
you?
sounds great.
Okay. Well, do you have any final questions for me today?
Nope, sounds good.
Okay. Well, do you wanna when is the next time that you think you should come back and we can meet?
I could meet same time next week, works for me.